Viewers, tonight we report on the goings-on in the Supreme Court, which was a beehive of activity today. We turn in particular to a case that strikes at the very heart of India's national security debate. In the Supreme Court today, the Delhi police made their most explosive submission yet. They branded Sharjeel, Imam and Umar, Khalid as intellectual terrorists. These were the exact two words that the Delhi police used. Viewers, they said, and I quote, "Intellectuals becoming terrorists are more dangerous than those on the ground. Intellectual terrorists are the real prey because of state support and fundings. And they become doctors and activists. These types of activists are dangerous. CA protest was a red herring and whitewash. Real purpose, viewers, was regime change, economic strangulation." This is exactly what Delhi police has told the Supreme Court while opposing bail for that man on your screens, viewers, Sharjeel Imam. The police say these alleged masterminds of the 2020 Delhi anti-CA riots used scholarship, activism to push India to the brink of regime change. To argue why they should be denied bail, they presented videos of Imam's speeches. Here, viewers, we're giving you just a small inkling. And viewers, think about it. This speech is being defended by the Congress and the Congress ecosystem, viewers. First, listen to this speech.
पहले भी शायद दर्ज कर चुका हूँ। अगर 5 लाख लोग हमारे पास हो ऑर्गेनाइज्ड तो हम हिंदुस्तान और नॉर्थ ईस्ट को परमानेंटली कट कर सकते हैं। पर हम परमानेंटली नहीं तो कम से कम 1 आध महीने के लिए तो कट कर ही सकते हैं। मतलब इतना मवाद डालो पटरियों पर, रोड पे, उनको हटाने में 1 महीना लगे, ठीक ही नहीं। यहाँ एयरफोर्स से असम को काटना हमारी जिम्मेदारी है। असम और इंडिया कट के अलग हो जाए।
Viewers, can you believe it? Since we are Muslims and we live in a majority in the Chicken Necks area, we should cut off Assam, in other words, the northeast, from the mainland. Viewers, this, the police say, was a direct call to break India. The police also presented corroboratory transcripts as alleged proof of seditious activity in which, viewers, Sharjeel Imam is caught giving a call to Muslims to cut off the chicken's neck, call to paralyze government via mass road blockades that he says that Muslims are capable of doing. He says there should be action at protest sites to humiliate the government, threatening to teach courts a lesson. He says all of us should teach the courts a lesson. Why, viewers? For the Ayodhya judgment. These were all excerpts of Imam's clips in various speeches that were presented by the Delhi police to the Supreme Court. But even as the police lay out what they call incontrovertible evidence, a powerful political ecosystem rushes to provide legal counsel, public defense and moral cover. Senior Congress leaders claim the accused are dissidents, not dangers. Viewers, this is what Digvijay Singh, senior leader of the Congress party, close aide of Rahul Gandhi, known to be part of his inner circle, an advisor, says bail is a rule and jail is an exception. Then what is the reason that for Muslims, bail becomes an exception? Umar Khalid holds a doctorate in history. He's a highly educated and sensitive individual. Whatever crimes he is accused of should be investigated and resolved. He has been in jail for 5.5 years and no charges have been proven against him. The Supreme Court always holds that bail is a right, jail is an exception. But here, where has he been granted this right, unquote? Viewers, this was Digvijay Singh, and in the beginning, as I read out to you, he conflated bail with religion, suggesting that the courts are also Islamophobic. That's what he said, viewers. Are we dealing with targeted prosecution, as the Congress ecosystem suggests, or with a new emboldened strain of radicalism that some are normalizing and romanticizing as dissent for political gain? Viewers, that's the fundamental question tonight, and I want to begin first and foremost with Dr. Anand Ranganathan. Dr. Ranganathan, okay, we've suddenly got Nikhil Jain raising his finger as if he's basically disqualifying you from some cricket tournament. Now, hang on. I want you to bring in Dr. Ranganathan, if you don't mind. Nikhil Jain, please. Dr. Ranganathan, counsel, and of course, as you know, a lot more being provided by the Congress and the Congress ecosystem. You know, anyone can defend anyone. It's a democracy and people have a right to come out. But I have to ask you this. Are we seeing an organized attempt at providing cover to, at some level, legitimize all of this, normalize it? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, absolutely. There is no doubt. Good evening, Rahul, and good evening to my fellow panelists. And by the way, by Mr. Digvijay Singh's logic, that bail should be given to Umar, Khalid and Sharjeel Imam because they're scholars. If tomorrow a woman politician is arrested in a corruption scam, she should be given bail because she was an excellent bartender. Look, the judges have denied bail to Umar and to Sharjeel not because of his faith, but because of theirs. And their faith is justice. And to all those claiming Umar was denied bail or that his trial has been delayed for 5 years because he's a Muslim, would they also argue that Colonel Purohit was denied bail for 8 years and faced a trial delay for 10 years because he's Hindu? Look, I speak as a free speech absolutist. You know who I am. I have stood for the free speech rights of some of the most despicable and evil characters one could find. But this entire issue is not a free speech issue at all. Giving a hate speech is one thing. And by the way, I include hate speech in free speech. But planning and orchestrating a communal riot, being in the front line of the mob, carrying sticks in their hand, inciting a mob, pushing the police barricades violently, being culpable of unlawful assembly and rioting. Now, this is no longer a free speech issue. These are serious charges concerning not a purported hate speech, but rather incitement and planning a riot. And number two, this is important. Bail, they say, should be the rule, jail the exception, fine. But let's talk common sense out here. Not every under trial gets a bail. There are rules for granting bail. Flight risk, threat to the nation, destroying evidence, coercing witnesses. These and many other aspects are deliberated by courts before bail is granted. And in this case, why should there be an overriding of this process? Especially when, number one, the Chief Justice is on record saying the defense was deliberately delaying the hearing and pleading adjournments. And B, the bail has been heard and deliberated by the court a dozen times. 3,000-page charge sheet, 30,000-page evidence, 133-page order, following which they have denied bail. And by the way, 71% of all prisoners in India are under trial, rotting in jail without bail. Umar Khalid hasn't been singled out. Sharjeel isn't singled out. But finally, this is important. Who are these people? Who is Umar Khalid? Who is Sharjeel Imam? Let me tell you, all along the way, the hatred of Modi transmogrified for Sharjeel and Imam into a hatred for plural and non-appeasing India. It is also true, you have to accept it, that they are also voices of millions. It's just that Sharjeel got caught for saying what they want to but don't. Yet again, we snared at fundamentalists but spared the fundamentals. I urge you, Rahul, to hear the entire speech at AMU of Sharjeel Imam. It is astonishing in its clarity, in what he wants to achieve, in the kind of India that he dreams of, through large-scale illegal disruption and breakdown of state machinery. No dithering, no dilly-dallying. He loves Yaqub Memon, Afzal Guru, Jinnah. He calls Gandhi a fascist. And he spares no one. Gandhi, Nehru, Congress, Ambedkar, the communists, Kanhaiya, no one. At one point he says, quote, तालियां होती हैं हमारी और चेहरा होता है इनका. He calls secularism BS. He doesn't believe in the constitution or the law because they are man-made. He is not an Islamophobe like the moderates are. He doesn't fear making public the verses that many so-called liberals fear to. He doesn't hide any divine commandment that the moderates hide or try to contextualize out of embarrassment. I respect that enormously. His only error is that he peaked too soon. He should have said all this after becoming a member of parliament. Then he would have got scot-free.
Well, you know, viewers, it is funny that the Congress today is linking religion to bail. And I just want to tell you that Mr. Sharjeel Imam, basically, viewers, was calling for a Jinnah wali azadi. Why am I saying this? Because if it was dissidents, he would be appealing to Indians as Indians first. But no, viewers, he's appealing to Muslims. He's appealing to, viewers, Muslim prejudice and suspicions. He's heightening them. It's almost not dissidence but discriminatory supremacism. And he's saying, as Muslims are in a majority in the chicken necks area, we as Muslims have the capacity to do this. That's what he's saying, viewers, not as Indians. You see, you could be against the CAA on principle, and that would be dissidence. But when you are arguing against the CAA and exhorting only one community to stand up and sever India, viewers, you're doing exactly what Jinnah did, appealing to identity. And that neither is secular, viewers, and neither is it democratic. And Nikhil Jain, what astounds me is that the Congress party is now linking the issue of bail to religion. How can you defend this tonight? I want you to answer on this particular question. How are you linking bail to religion?
First of all, Rahul, this entire charade has played for 10 long minutes when it's being said that the Congress party has been supporting this character called Sharjeel Imam, and you've played a very objectionable speech, except of the speech that this person has given. But the fact of the matter is, you will not find a single Congress leader who has ever explicitly supported Sharjeel Imam. Of course, Congress leaders and the Congress party in general has come out in support of Umar Khalid and several other student activists who were made as accused in the Delhi Riots case, in which case they had nothing to do with. But so far as this person is concerned, what he said is objectionable, condemnable, wrong. Now, as a lawyer, as somebody who's read the Constitution and somebody who is close to an absolutist for free speech, I can say that this person can have the right to say whatever nonsense that he wants to say, considering that his actions did not actually result in what had happened. But that's a very legal and academic argument to make. Fact of the matter is, Sharjeel Imam has nothing to do with the other individuals. They've been charged with different things. The other individuals have not given such sort of seditious speeches as this person has, which is why the Congress party has never supported this particular individual called Sharjeel Imam ever explicitly, nor has Dr. Singhvi or Mr. Kapil Sibal or any of the senior lawyers associated with the Congress party ever represented this man. So far as Digvijay Singh's comment concerns, again, it is a position of law that jail is the exception, bail is the rule. That is the jurisprudence in India, and that is the jurisprudence across the world, at least in the civilized world. And the last I checked, I think we lived in a civilized country. We like to believe that. We like to live.
Viewers, this is now INS, which is a press agency. And this is Congress leader Udit Raj publicly supporting Sharjeel Imam's interim bail application so he could run in the Bihar Assembly elections. Not only are they wanting him to get bail, viewers, look at the lies that is spun by the Congress representatives or their sympathizers.
You were talking about
you were talking about Chidambaram. So just one second.
You're talking about Chidambaram, Digvijay Singh, Kapil Sibal, Dr. Singh.
Have I mentioned
one statement from
Chidambaram?
any of them.
Have I mentioned Chidambaram?
Show me a statement from a senior Congress leader.
Well, is he not senior? Throw him out of your party then.
Show me a state. Is he a member of the
Udit
CWC?
Raj. You don't believe Dalits can be senior in your party?
Oh my God, the Dalit is the president of the Congress party.
Dalits supposed to be underlings. So then what's your problem? This man is a senior. He's a senior. He's contested member of parliament elections. Sir,
is he a member of the CWC?
What kind of stupid, prevarication is this? No, viewers, just a minute.
Whose visuals are you
playing?
Whose visuals are you playing by the side? Whose visuals are you playing by the side?
Sir, they are representing all these people.
No,
materially.
One minute.
Just one second.
They're not representing Sharjeel Imam.
Just a minute.
Here we go. Now, will you apologize? Will you apologize, Nikhil Jain? This is Chidambaram.
I can't read it. Okay, I know. Okay, Chidambaram. Yes. Wow.
Look at this.
No, this is amazing. So the next time I show something on television, will I be extended the courtesy for the entire Zoom of the frame?
As I told you, the Congress party and its
Chidambaram
ecosystems.
directly defended Sharjeel Imam.
The Congress party and its ecosystems.
No.
Default, one second, please. Default option, viewers, is lies. Vote chori,
He's never
Chaukidar
explicitly
chor,
mentioned Sharjeel Imam.
RSS, till they have to apologize in court.
He said they are made scapegoats. What are you saying?
Yeah, he never explicitly said Sharjeel Imam. He's referring to
This is
Umar
Sharjeel
Khalid.
Imam. What I have shown him the. I give up.
Listen, don't just, you should give up. Because lies travels further, Dr. Ranganathan. You can't fight lies beyond a point. And they will repeat it endlessly. The point is, viewers, they have no legs to stand on. It's shameful that we are communalizing bail now. It's absolutely shameful. Where will we go next, viewers? Where will we go next? 1 second. I want to bring in Pradeep Bhandari and General Bakshi. General Bakshi, first to you. Why is chicken neck? Now, you are a man who served our military, sir. You're a veteran, you've taken bullets, you've served in Kashmir. Why are we so absolutely besides ourselves with alarm at the mention of chicken neck? Can you explain it to our viewers?
You know, chicken's neck, Rahul, is a great national vulnerability. 22 miles corridor links India to its northeast. The entire northeast, where now the sensitivity has gone up many folds, escalated many folds, ever since the CIA, in concert with the ISI, carried out a colored revolution in Bangladesh so that it could become a base for creating cookie land. Bangladesh, this Muhammad Yunus, this upstart parachuted from Washington, issues a map of greater Bangladesh, which includes all the states of the northeast, which includes Bengal, which includes Bihar, which includes Odisha. I mean, those are the grandiose, ambitions and dreams this man is nursing. And then it's not that those are idiotic, dreams of a psychotic or a drug addict. The simple fact is that he is calling the Pakistani Chief of General Staff, who along with his army officers stands next to the Siliguri corridor, waves out his arms as if they are planning a military campaign to sever it. He wants to give the Chinese a base there. He wants to give the Chinese an air base from where they can bomb the Siliguri corridor. This Sharjeel Imam was in record saying that we should settle people along the railway line,
yes,
so that people of a particular dispensation. For God's sake, you are talking something which is dangerous, extremely dangerous to our national security.
Can you imagine, viewers,
you are trying to address
if you
a
sever
national
this
vulnerability.
If you sever this particular part from here, viewers, we lose a huge amount of land. You just have to sever this and basically the entire northeast becomes vulnerable. This is what our man Sharjeel Imam was trying to do. He was trying to basically put this area, this entire northeast, into jeopardy, this entire area. So sever it from here. No wonder, viewers, the police are very, very anxious. Now, Pradeep Bhandari, how do you view this? I want you to explain to the Congress why you believe that the Congress here has become an enabler of this Tukde League, as some people refer to it. Why do you believe this is the case?
Well, Rahul, first of all, at the outset, allow me to fact check my dear friend Nikhil. On 24th of October, 3:10 p.m., the Congress Party official handle tweeted Udit Raj's video, and it was retweeted by Rahul Gandhi himself personally. The only leader Rahul Gandhi has retweeted, publicly endorsed in the last 2 months has been Mr. Udit Raj, who publicly backed a terrorist, a terror sympathizer who wants to remove a part of India remove a part of Northeast from India, Sharjeel Imam.
No,
so
what are you saying? Can you elaborate by showing us what you're talking about? Because tomorrow Nikhil Jain will say that you lied. So you may as well just put it all out there for our viewers to see. What are you talking about?
if your
Yeah.
viewers can see this, this is the Congress Party's official handle.
Yeah.
I can share it with you also. This is 24th of October,
Yes.
3:10 p.m. This is Udit Raj, and please look at the retweet. This is Mr. Rahul Gandhi. If this is Mr. Rahul Gandhi, I think the screen somehow it's. I'll just share it with you.
Okay.
If your research team can show it,
Yeah.
I'll just immediately share. In fact, I've shared it with you.
Yeah.
If you can just check. Your
Okay.
research
Just
team
share
can
it with
see.
the research team and
Nikhil
they'll
Jain-
forward it to me. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, so I have
get it.
shared with your research team and your guest team. If they can share it with you, you can
Okay.
show it to your viewers that how the
Yeah.
Congress spokesperson has officially even lied on Udit Raj. Anand Ranganathan exposed this lie on Chidambaram. This is Udit Raj,
I'm
a
not the
very senior
Congress
leader
spokesperson.
endorsed by Rahul Gandhi. Now let me come to the moot point. Rahul, the moot point is that the Congress party today has become the official political front of the Muslim League and the Maowadis. It is no longer a political unit which believes in the mainstream idea of a strong and united India. It has become a political fringe which wants to weaken the country and wants to profit from this chaos. That is how exactly an anarchist Rahul Gandhi thinks. And the case is just not limited to Sharjeel Imam, which was very rightly enlightened by Mr. G.D. Bakshi and Anand Ranganathan. I will point to you another fact. 2006 Mumbai terror blast took place. You know, the main accused of the Mumbai terror blast on the July 11, 2006 Mumbai terror blast, where UPA was in power, was Sadir Sheikh, who was the co-founder of Indian Mujahideen. He, as per the Congress party, was an innocent engineer. That is what the Congress party loyalists had called, and there was no action against this terrorist. In 2010, Abdul Sadar Qureshi, another prime accused and a terror suspect, was viewed as an engineer by the Congress party. And now, when the terrorist Umar, who publicly endorsed suicide bombing, got backing from a Congress leader called Imran Masood, who called him as a bhatke hue Naujawan. And now Mr. Digvijay Singh, ex-chief minister of the Congress party in Madhya Pradesh, openly endorses the idea which wants to remove a part of India from the map of India, which is what Sharjeel Imam endorsed. So the name Sharjeel Imam, Umar, Sadiq Sheikh, Abdul Qureshi, all might be different, but all of them in some or the other form are propagating the idea of a weak India or are terrorist or terrorist sympathizers. And all of them have got endorsement from one or the other leader of the Congress party, and none of them have got condemnation from Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. The only public statement made by Sonia Gandhi on an individual terror act in the last 20 years has been on Batla House, where she did not stand, as per Mr. Salman Khurshid, with Shaheed Inspector. She stood with the Batla House terrorist. So the pattern has been right there from the
The
start.
BJP
this
says-
is why what the Honorable Prime Minister said,
Okay,
that
so
the
Mr.
Congress party today has become a Muslim Maowadi Congress party, has been absolutely true. This is why when a Naxal terrorist like Hedma has been killed, the Congress party and the CPM opposes it. Exactly what Chidambaram did in 2010. The Congress today, Rahul.
Okay, so let me
is
bring
not-
in Mr. Let me bring in Mr. Jain.
Please show that. Please show Udit Raj. Please show Udit
Yes,
Raj's
yes,
post.
yes,
I
yes.
shared with your research team. If
Yeah.
your research team
Yes.
can show
I've
and
got it
fact
now.
check Nikhil
They've
Jain,
sent it
Nikhil
to
Jain
me.
needs to apologize.
Yeah, they've sent
Nikhil
it to
Jain
me,
needs to apologize.
and there is this, viewers. I just want you to see. This is Rahul Gandhi reposting
Udit
Udit
Raj
Raj.
on being through. Yes, and what is it? This house is in my. I'm reading the Twitter translation. This house is
No,
in
we
my
are not
wife's
talking
name. We
about.
had sort of-
Excuse me. You said that he was some peripheral leader. He's not important in the scheme of things. That's
You
what
said
we are
that-
talking
no,
about.
What?
Rahul Gandhi
No,
is
one
a-
second. Nikhil, please.
hold on,
Nikhil,
hold on,
just
hold on, hold on.
I think
No,
you
no,
need
no,
to hold
Rahul
your
Gandhi-
horses
Rahul
before
Gandhi has
flinging
never
mud at
retweeted
everybody.
Nikhil Jain.
That's not fair.
Rahul Gandhi has never retweeted Nikhil Jain. Because Nikhil Jain is not as important as Rahul Gandhi.
Okay, let me tell you, viewers.
Please look at it.
The issue
Rahul, can I
is
please
that
answer?
one second, just
Rahul,
one
can I please
second,
answer?
just 1 second. Viewers, Nikhil Jain said that who is Udit Raj?
That is not what I said.
He is some. He's not in the AICC. He doesn't matter. Talk about
Not
senior
what I
leaders.
said.
Talk about
Not
senior
what I
leaders.
said.
Talk about senior leaders. He said.
Not what I said.
Now, viewers,
Not what
I said, are you suggesting that Udit Raj, being a Dalit, is not important? So he responded to me by saying, well, the Congress president is a Dalit, so don't pull out that card. Fair enough. Then I asked him, but are you suggesting that this gentleman did not stand for a member of parliament election, was not given a ticket, is therefore not senior enough? He says, show me if there's an AICC member like Chidambaram. So Dr. Ranganathan pulls out something from Mr. Chidambaram and says Chidambaram also bats for Sharjeel Imam. Then
Can I
viewers,
now please
the BJP
clarify?
steps in and says, look, Udit Raj is not peripheral, he's important. He's even tweeted or retweeted by Rahul Gandhi, which establishes that he's taken seriously in the Congress. But I don't want to get into this puerile argument. I want to ask you a substantive question, Mr. Nikhil Jain. You yourself said that Sharjeel Imam is in a separate league of notoriety amongst these people. You yourself said whatever he has said is condemnable. So why is P. Chidambaram, why are they turning into quasi-advocates for this gentleman? Why?
Perfect. Now I'll clear everything that I've said so far. First of all, I never said Udit Raj is not an AICC member. What I was saying was CWC. Secondly, I've never said that who is Udit Raj. I very well know who Udit Raj is. I said that you were in your introductory package, you were naming very senior people like Mr. Chidambaram, Mr. Sibal, and so on and so forth. Udit Raj is not a CWC member. He may be a member of the Congress. Nobody is denying that.
Sibal is not in Congress.
The tweet that all right, Dr. Ranganathan, I was not interjecting, and there are two people trying to go after me.
I was going to actually come to that, but let him finish. Let him finish. Let him. You see, the best thing to do is to allow him to put his entire foot, leg, and thigh into his mouth. So let him just carry on. Yes, go ahead.
Very well. Okay. Now can I? Oh, all right. And the tweet that he's talking about, that Rahul Gandhi retweeted from the Congress handle, which mentions Dr. Udit Raj, that has to do with a Dalit being thrown out of his house. This is what Udit Raj has written in that post. And Rahul Gandhi posts about every sort of atrocity that he comes across on Dalits, whether it is a member of parliament or not, a Congress member or not. That is not a proof to say that he is a leader bigger than Chidambaram and so on. And lastly, on why is Chidambaram protecting Sharjeel Imam? What Mr. Chidambaram has said, that Sharjeel Imam and other people have been made scapegoats in the 2019 Jamia violence incident. Now, Jamia violence incident has nothing to do with the chicken neck that we are talking about. It had to do with a bunch of, goons who had gotten into Jamia, and then the police starting to act like goons. And just because Sharjeel Imam
again, this gentleman,
listen,
10
seconds to complete. Just because Sharjeel Imam has issued an objectionable statement doesn't mean that he is complicit in Jamia violence as well. And that is what Mr. Chidambaram is saying.
Okay.
That he's been made a scapegoat in that case. He's not saying he's an innocent, nice, bloody man.
Okay, calm down. Don't grate on. Just calm down. Listen, viewers, let me be very honest with you. Jamia violence was the precursor. 2019 is when the CA law was passed. The first epicenter that erupted, viewers, was Jamia, right next to an area called Shaheen Bagh. It's not very far from there.
And where was Sharjeel Imam's speech?
And viewers, he also spoke.
Where was Sharjeel Imam's speech?
Just stop.
Just one question, sorry.
He was also speaking.
Where was his speech?
Let me finish. Don't jump down my throat. Viewers, Sharjeel Imam also addressed people at Shaheen Bagh. So it all began there. He reached his apex in Aligarh. In 2 months, it took him to come out with this chicken necks angle, but he was building up to it. You see, you don't overnight become Che Guevara. You take some time. And viewers, this is exactly what was happening. He was beginning to incite. He was gauging the response. He was getting drunk on the approval ratings that he was getting from his constituents. And finally, viewers, he erupts in this fireball of not dissidents, viewers, but some people say of sedition. And that's what he's being accused of. So there is a beginning and there is a peak. And if you are going to go out there and you're going to defend a person who is on camera talking about what General Bakshi is talking about, which is the greatest national security insecurity we have actually, then there's a problem. Now, General Bakshi, can you explain a little bit to me about how this would work? Could it even be possible that a mass movement of people could actually block that particular area, as Sharjeel Imam was saying? Because for anything to become realizable is what the law says. So is it even possible? Is it feasible?
Rahul, let me tell you in no uncertain terms that when I was in service in the MO Directorate, we had reports that Pathans and people of the Muslim community were being settled along the railway line that passes through the Siliguri corridor.
Right.
Not only were these exhortations, theoretical formulations, the practical steps were being taken to see that in a conflict situation, any east to west movement of troops
My gosh.
from India's northeast, the 3rd Corps, the other corps, 4 Corps, etc., can be prevented from going towards the west or going towards the north. Practical plans were afoot to translate all this, misdirected propaganda, or you may just call it.
So that means that this was all
formulations,
actionable.
into
It was easily realizable. And viewers, let me just tell you, when was all of this happening? When India was battling the biggest and most catastrophic event that it has been confronted with in 100 years. We were just getting into COVID-related complications. So we would have really been exposed. Anyhow, viewers,